Here's a short video for replacing the rear passenger side glass on this Golf Mk7. Not seen too many videos about it, so that I thought I'd, having done a bit of research and being told by Volkswagen that it's going to cost £180 plus VAT just to replace the glass, which is absolutely atrocious. I thought I'd do it myself. It's not a very big job, hopefully, but yeah, so for anyone else who wants to try to attempt this on, here's a video. Broken window which we've taped up just because to make the journey home. Unfortunately we had to break the glass to get in, but you can see this is the glass we're going to exchange. And just to help you, these are some of the tools that we will be using. So these clips, these levers, plastic levers, you can buy them from eBay, fairly cheap, maybe about £5-6 from eBay. You maybe even get them specifically for your car, but they're just generic, allow you to take off the trims of most cars without damaging the surrounding paintwork and stuff. Also handy because most of these cars have specialized star-shaped screws. You'll probably need something like this. Again, you can buy this off Amazon or eBay if you don't already have them. These are just bits to go onto a screwdriver. And then also recommended for this job is probably to have spare with you these clips, which we got from Volkswagen when we ordered the glass. These clips are the trim clips, and sometimes when you take off the trim itself, they break. And finally, this is what's known as a spreader pin, and this is something that you will it's recommended that you change when you change the glass. So again, we got these fairly cheap when we got the glass from Volkswagen. So that's all the tools we need. They may need the odd bit here, the screwdriver, but that's about it. Okay. So I have already unclipped. There's a separate video. I will put a link in the video below, but I will provide a separate link, and that shows you exactly how to take this off. But basically, there's a screw in here. There's also a clip in there that you need to undo, and then you just sort of pull it off. So we'll do that now. So to take it off, it's normally pulled down from the bottom here, and then you lift it up. So it's already been pulled off, and then you're going to have to lift that. There we are, it's off. And if you look behind there, then you see that you've got the various electronics which are plugged in, and these are simply clip off. So we have one here, and clip. That's one off. And then we have one here. You need to really show it.
Yeah, you can see it.
So we have one here. So here's the door clip. You simply just lift up and pull off. See? So now we have everything off. This is the door clip. This was the electric window switch which came from in there. And then this was, what's that for? Oh, this was a speaker. Looks like this is a mini speaker in the door. That's just clipped off. So we now have the door off. Put that to one side. Alright. Okay. So now we just take this off. Probably unclip this from here. Unclip this from there. That's off. Now we should be able to just take this and unclip this off. Hopefully. Just comes out like this. It will allow us to clean the glass that's fallen in behind. So we have it like this. And we're now ready to pick up any glass. There we are. Okay, so we're all done. So here's the all removed. We're taking the clip off. And we should show you the glass that we need to vacuum cleaner out. We'll remove that in a second. Before putting it back on, it's very important to remove that because otherwise you'll just hear sound of glass moving around when the car is running. You can see some of the clips still left in there. Other clips have come out with the door card, which we'll just fix once we go back in. And there's a view of the whole door card removed. And of course now we will remove the cover, temporary cover that we put on, so that we can put the proper glass back in. Because it worked pretty well for us, so we're doing a layer on top, and to stop the paintwork from being damaged by tape work, we use this duct tape, which is on the rubbers, and behind this is a waterproof layer on top, and we drove all the way back from France without any problems or any wind noise or anything like this, so this worked really well. And behind here we've got a template into this cardboard, which is actually wedged into where the glass would normally go. So it properly stays in place. And on the sides, we run on this bit here, which is like glass, so it doesn't damage when you take the top off. And of course, just lift this right out. There we are. So before we take off this door card fully, we need to align the electric window down so that the oil comes to that bit there. And we do that by having the electric window switch still connected. And we're going to pull the window down hopefully so that alignment.
Adam has stated, imagine I specialising in employment law and equal rights. It is staggering how many times people confuse race and religion. Even lawyers think certain faiths and certain not. It is dangerous and leads to discriminatory behaviour. The only thing I would say in relating with people is not to be angry. Cross-examination, that's from Adam. Adam, you
this is
see,
it.
that last one, you do have a pin, though of course
That is
it doesn't affect me personally in ways that it wouldn't affect
where we normally
somebody
go.
with a name called
That
Adam.
is where we need to
And
be
hence, I
aligned.
think on behalf of all of those.
So we need to remove all the glass which is stuck in this bit here, the old glass. That needs to remove because a new glass will need to sit into that bit there. Okay. So you see that? There's probably the old pin still lying in there somewhere. Let's have a look. It's probably sitting in there somewhere. As you can see, all the glass that's still in there. We just remove that. The glass right at the back is very difficult. I'm just making a bit of a contraption. This is just a normal bit of hose pipe sticking on the end of my Dyson to stop the air leaking, and hopefully that's going to allow us to go right inside there to the back and pick up all the glass, because there's loads of glass in there. Yeah, starting to lift off. Told it should just come out like this. There we go. Out slowly. It comes. That's the trim out, and we'll take out the remaining bits of glass from this. Okay, so in order to get the glass back in, we just realised you need to take an awful lot of trims off. So not a straightforward job, but you need to take this front trim off, and I'll show you how it is. It's like this. It's with screws, but there's little clips that come in between before you store the screws, which need to be removed first, otherwise you'll lose them like we did. So there's a, so you take all the trim off. You can see the outside, and indeed this trim here. And now we should be able to slide the glass in, and then it goes into, if you look in there, there we are. There we are. It's going to slot into there eventually. You can see all the channels are now cleaned of glass. There.
That just slots in. You have to push it down quite hard. You can see that white pin.
And then you put now we're putting this,
You push this trim back on.
The glass is in. Okay. Now we come and push this big trim in.
What do you need for the clip first?
Actually, before we put this one on, we need to put the
Clip.
put this back on here.
Yes.
So
Should I bring those things?
this needs to go back in there, but we will need to obviously put the window down before we can put that on. Okay. 3 little clips to go in. So this needs to go on here, but inside there. So we put that in there.
Can clip rather than using this and this?
Put this in here. Put the clips in. Push this into space. That's ready to go on. Put these clips in. Push these clips. Just push in.
It's
Is
hard.
it- I think it goes on this way. That's one in. So recording, yeah?
Yeah.
All the clips are in.
Yeah.
We should be able to
Just screw out that one.
push this back on. That's the door trim. So, pushing this trim back in. Need to go right in. There we are. So trim is in. Back on, the trim back on.
Jimmy, now put the last one.
There we are. Back on. Probably better from that side. Need to screw these holes back in. These little screws which hold the trim back in. It's just a plastic thing, so you don't want to over screw this. More just holds the pin we put in before securely in. Right, now we just push this back in. And there it goes. And on that side, it must do. That goes in there. Finally in. Pushed in. Okay, that's in. Let's put the last trim back in. So this trim goes in, I guess like this. Yes, that looks right. So that will go in like this. Push the trim easily back in. So that side first. And we are in with that trim. So, there we go. And now we push this back in. It's not going to be too much of a pain to put this in. Basically. That's it. We're in. Push the wires back in. Neat and tidy. That one in there, one in there. This one goes in there. Well, we're now ready for the door trims. So that's the clip there. We have one here, which have not come out. So we can pull those out. Oops. This one out. Push that right in.